share, copy link, put into the Discord. Should be right. Yeah, okay. So, welcome everyone to round 13 in Monaco. We have Server Knight alongside me. And get everything set up now. Yeah, okay. So, round 13 in Monaco. We have, I believe, the Toro Rosso of Bot coming out first. Expect to see very busy Q1. And maybe some incidents throughout this session as people try to scramble to get their laps in early on and scramble to find room for themselves. So what we'll do is we'll jump on board Butthod for his first flying lap, the first flying lap of the session. So coming to the final corner, 19 corners in this Monaco track as he starts his qualifying time now. So into turn 1, into Sandoval, slight lock up on the left front. Now up through turn 2, the small kick of turn 2, now into the left of turn 3, now going into Casino Square of turn 4, goes a little bit wide, almost hits the wall. Another slight lock up. Gets it quite clean though, has Botthod into those hairpin. Slowest corner on the F1 calendar. Now going into Portier, now through the tunnel section. Flat out through the tunnel to a hard braking zone. Country crack is a 5-place penalty with lunacy straight off the bat. 3 minutes into the session. That's gonna hurt Country Crap quite a bit.
Yeah, it looked like Country Crap lost it on the straight there, and then whoever it was coming through just made contact with him just before Sandoval.
Another 10 places for Country Crap now. Wow. As Butthole just finishes his lap to set a 1 minute 12.8. We'll go on board with Country Crap, which has gotten 10 place grid penalties. Alcatraz just a 1 minute 10.5. 2.3 seconds faster than Butthod. We'll see a few more drivers in their first laps. But Country Crap having a 10 place grid penalty for the race, which is going to be really frustrating for him as track position is key for this race. So very unlucky for him, very frustrating for him. As I think we have Blocky Rex on board with the lap. So there's purple to the first sector. Going through Portier, now going into the tunnel section. Looking back at the rear diffuser of the Williams F1. Coming down into the Nouvelle chicane. Very easy to get that messed up, easy to cut it, easy to invalidate your lap. Now through to back into the swimming pool section we go once again. Very high speed chicane. Now into the final few corners down to Raskas. One of the only overtaking spots there is on this circuit. As he comes across the line to set himself a 1 minute 11.9 piece of P2 provisionally. Only 3 drivers to set their lap so far. Expect to see more as Alex sets a 13.0, as Big Chich sets a 13.4 as well. sector 3 yellows. As Pure Gold goes pole position now. Someone has just lost their end play. I think it might have been the Mercedes of Semi-Pro, I think. Who's just run to the back of someone.
A collision there with Pure Gold, look like. And Pure Gold's got a 5-place grid penalty out of that contact.
So 3 penalties already given out within the first 6 minutes of the session. So
welcome to Monaco.
exactly. Oh dear. But we'll find another driver who's on a lap. I think Gold Glove's just about to finish his lap, putting himself P4, 111.1. He is a reserve driver, by the way. So very nice for him. And looks like Aussie with Zurich is on the medium tyres for this Q1 session, so I'm not sure why. But it's starting on his medium, so it does just hit the wall coming into the back. Doesn't lose any front wing, it seems. As he comes through, Raskas have a Ferrari in the way. That looks like either Cantor Cup or Brenner. It's Brenner as Aussie with Zurich comes into the pits again. I think the Mercedes? One of the Mercedes. No, I'm not sure who's on the lap now. We'll stay on with Lunacy, who's just started his lap. So it seems that I think the cutoff point might be 1 minute 12, just for this Q1 session. So top 15 go through. Obviously, yeah, 16 to 20 get knocked out. It's just the fastest first sector, which I'm still not sure if that's the case, as he goes very wide into the Lowe's hairpin, almost hits that outside wall in the exit. Through Portier now, into the tunnel section once again. So very, very, very hard braking point. Easy to lock up the tires if you're running no ABS. Downhill section. Into the chicane. He has, it looks like an Alfa Romeo in front of him. He gets out the way. Has clear track in front of him right now. Another purple to the second sector. Through single section. Very clean. Can he put it? Can he get into the 1 minute 9s? As I think James Cruz. No. Breno actually crossed the line with a 12.2. James Cruz also crossed the line 19.2. As Lunacy 11.5. So 1.5 seconds off Pure Gold. Which 11.5 should get him through to Q2. As I think Banana Cake is now also on the lap. It says purple to the second sector as well. But I'm not too sure if that's the case as we've seen for these past few races. Through the last corner onto the main straight, as it says, so 1 minute 12.2. That might be the cutoff point for him. Banana Cake and Botthard may have to go out again if the bottom 6 improve, as they have not set a lap. If they set, expecting Zach and Toddster and Aussie to definitely be up there near the top. As you have sector 2 yellows, people slowing up. We'll find someone on the lap. Here we go with Reedy. Who has not set a lap yet. In the Alfa Romeo comes through. And he's hit the wall after the swimming pool section chicane. And that's his lap over. He's going to finish it with half a front wing left. We'll only put him P13 with a 1 minute 13.7 is Reedy. Aussie's going out on another lap with new mediums, it looks like. So I'm not sure what is happening with him. Tosla is now on the lap as well. Garlaz, I think, is just crossing the line. We'll look on the map to see where he finished it. And he puts himself P6 11.8. So with 8 minutes to go, 10 minutes gone in this Q1 session. Pure Gold is currently P1 as Toddster may get that off him. Take that P1 off Pure Gold as he comes to the final corner across the line. And he will set a 1 minute 9.7, 3/10 faster than Pure Gold. Zach Crichton, the hero we like to call him in this league, as he has a little drift, maybe just an oversteer moment through Portier. I think Aussie's on a lap now as well. But as this field keeps, people keep setting their laps, it's looking like maybe even a 12.5. So Big Chich might be in trouble here, which I expect to see him coming on the lap. Expect to see Banana and Brenner also coming out on the lap, and Bodhod as well, for that matter. Depending on how these final few drivers set their lap times through. Aussie Wizzy Rex is the fastest to the second sector, it says. Coming through the final few corners, through turn 17. Big oversteer, big wheel spin. And coming through the final corner, opening the DRS, only using higher revs on those medium tyres. Once it's a P8 of 111.9. That might be safe for him. He might just be on the cusp though. Got Cantor, Crap, Gagenberger and Zach. As Zach's already invalidated his lap, he might have slightly cut the corner into the centre bot. So his lap is already done. Gagenberger's on the lap right now still. He invalidated his previous lap. His lap is clean so far. In through, I think it's Mirabeau? It is Mirabeau, into Lowe's hairpin. Goes very wide again. Almost loses it coming into Portier. Trying to get the power on. And the massive amounts of wheel spin. Going into the tunnel section now. As he's just cut the chicane, so I think he's not happy with that lap. He may go for it again then. Not too sure. He hasn't set a lap yet. 6 minutes to go. So Cantor Crap also needs to set a lap. Currently P18 with that 10 place grid penalty. So anything outside the top 10 will result in him starting from the back of the grid. He comes into the new chicane. Also very easy to clip those back tires in that first part of the chicane. The wall on the left side. Get too close to that, clip the rear tires in that and you just spin. Look like he just grazes the wall coming to the swimming pool section out to back. As he sets it fast to the second sector. But this might not be a purple lap time as the sectors might say. As he comes through the final corner and across the line, so the 1 minute 12.0 puts him P10 only. So he may get through. I think the 12.5 might be the cutoff point, I should say. As Zach is going to go for another lap again. Gagenberger's coming out of the pits now as well. With 5 minutes to go, we have Zach and Gaming without a lap. James Cruz with the 118.8. Reedy with a 13.7. Alex the 13.0. All in the drop zone. So they'll have to beat Semi-Pro, which is a 1 minute 12.581. As Zach sets the fastest to the first sector. Apparently, again. Into Lowe's hairpin goes much cleaner than a lot of other drivers have seen. And coming into Portier now. Through the tunnel section. He's on these same tyres. He has been on the same tyres for this is the third lap now, so they may be a little bit want a huge lock up into the new chicane on the left front. Coming into Tabac. In through the swimming pool section. This will be a very, very fast time. Definitely getting him out of the job zone if he doesn't mess it up in these final few corners. Coming through Raskas now into the final corner. Turn 19 as it comes out and finishes the lap. Sets a 1 minute 9.6 pole position for Q1. So we have James Cruz, Gagenberger I should say, in P20 yet to start a lap. He's going to start a lap now, 3 minutes 45 to go. As Reedy is also coming out on the lap. Alex is currently on the lap as well. And Semi-Pro is now in the drop zone, so that will be Big Chich. He's coming into the pits. He may come into the pits quickly, come out. But Semi-Pro is blocking the way in the pits. It's a valuable time lost. They should both get out though, in time for one more run to get them safe. As Alex, big lock up, almost loses his lap in the no chicane. Coming into Tabac, he needs to beat a 1 minute 12.5, and this was a fine 5/10 of a second here. This is the slightly slower coming out of the simple session into Ruskas. It's a very clean lap. I expect him to improve by at least 5 tenths. We'll see just now. He puts himself P8 or P9 or 17 with 11.7. So that knocks the second Mercedes out of Big Chich. Both in the job zone, both into the pits. Gainberger's on the lap as well. He needs to beat the 12.3 in order to get another lap in. Breno, Cantu Crap and Butthead are all in the jobs or dangerous to get into the job zone. So Gainberger, as he comes around turn 18 through turn 19, crossing the line, and he will set a 1 minute 10.6 P5. That's knocking Breno out now. So Big Chich is still in the pits. He's waiting for the end of the session. I believe James Cruz 2 tenths up. He needs to be 3 seconds off the next time of the 1:13.7 that Reedy has set. Meanwhile, Bodhod has lost his lap as well. Reedy is lost his lap. He's going for another one. So maybe he can improve. Pure God retires. He's happy with his lap. Remember, he has a 5 place grid penalty. Country Gap has a 10 place. I'm not sure who else has any other penalties. I'll find that out later on. 4 tenths up is ready coming to the first sector. He needs to beat a 1 minute 12.1. As Brenner also improved. We missed out on that. Brenner improves for P9 with 11.1. So Reedy needs to improve quite significantly, as he has no ERS left. That will drastically impede his lap time. That might be the reason he does not get through into Q2 for this Monaco Grand Prix qualifying. Comes through to back. He's only 5 tenths up. That won't be enough. Not even. Needs to be at least 1.62 seconds to get ahead of Sampro. He's in P18. As he comes through the final corner. I don't think he'll do it. Banana Cake retires. Banana Cake thinks he's safe. As Reedy at 112.8 just misses out on P18. He is out of the session. I think he's trying to go for it again. I'm not sure if he'll be able to make it through. James Cruz is going for... No, he's not. He's waiting on. So James Cruz is out as well. Semi-Pro 2 tenths up on his previous time. He needs to be at least Cantu Crap, who sets it on 1 minute 11.6, wins a P11. Blocky Rex is down the job zone. A 1:11, and that's Semi-Pro, who's just lost it into Rascat. That's his day done, qualifying done. So Reedy, Semi-Pro, and James all out so far. Big Chich needs to find at least 5 tenths of a second in these final 2 sectors to somehow get out. Blocky Rex needs to find something so Blocky Rex and Big Chich. Blocky Rex needs to find at least a 10th. Big Chich coming through the final sector. 7 tenths up. That will be enough to get him into Q2. As Garlaz is now under pressure. Garlaz may be knocked out if Big Chich can keep this lap time up. Comes through the final corner. Will he improve? Yes, he does. P12. Garlaz is out. Blocky Rex needs to improve by 2 tenths of a second to get Banana Cake out, who retired early on.
So Blocky Rex has lost a second through the middle sector there.
So he's out. So that is it.
And he's abandoned his lap.
So that's it for Q1.
So, got some word from the teams. Out of the Ferrari garage, looks like Can't Do Crap had some technical issues coming out of the pits, and he just put it straight into the wall on the other side, and then copped the... That's what started the penalty chain for him. Todd's also had an issue. There's quite a few incidents. Todd's had an issue coming up through just after Sandevon. There's 2 cars fighting each other on their outlap, which ruined his fast lap, and and Pure Gold, as he was coming over the line to start his flying lap. Semi-Pro's just braked once he completed his, and that's what's caused the 5-place grid penalty for him.
So yeah, so Pure Gold and Can't Crap through this session, both acquiring penalties. Meanwhile, Garlize, Blocky Rex, Semi-Pro, Reedy and James all out in Q1. Garlize just missing out by almost a tenth of a second. Blocky Rex a further tenth behind. Then around 7 tenths behind Blocky's Semi-Pro with a 112.5. With Reedy 3 tenths away from him, and then a few 4 seconds away is James Cruz. So it'll be a bit quieter this next session, but there may be more penalties. Can't Do Crap can't make it into Q3. He will start from the back of the grid. So Q2 is, there you go, Q2 is underway now. While we'll be likely to see some of the drivers change their strategies up. But Lunacy looks like to put on the mediums. He might come out on the mediums. Expect to see a few more drivers come out there as well. Track position is the key in this circuit. Zach also is going to chuck on the mediums. I think that is the Toro Rosso of Aussie Wizzy Rick with his teammate Botthod coming out right behind him. So the two Toro Rosso teammates, as looks like Botthod has been let through. No, Botthod has let Aussie through, I think. Meanwhile, the Ferrari of, I believe that is Can't Do Crap, and both the Haas drivers, I think. No, both the Renault drivers have come out with one of the Haas of Lunacy, and the Racing Points of Gold Gloves has also come out. So we've got people who are on the mediums so far: Zach, Gameburger, Lunacy and Big Chich will all look to set a lap on the medium tyres. Wizzy Rick is gonna be the first to start his lap. He comes through to back now. But only 4 drivers so far coming out for the medium tyres, and all but 3 have already come out of the pits. So both the Red Bulls and the Mercedes Big Chich are still in the pits. So I wonder if they only have one set of tyres, only one lap to push, or maybe they are waiting for clean air. It's Aussie Wizard starts his first lap. We'll get an eye in for this first sector time and compare it to everyone else. So coming into the casino square, as he finishes sector 1, the 118.8. Meanwhile, Bodhod is coming through as well, and you'll see the 119.2. So already Aussie's 4 tenths faster than Bodhod. Aussie is, I believe, he is a reserve driver. Meanwhile, Bodhod is a full-time, I think, is a full-time driver in this league. He comes through the Newbell chicane into Tabac. As he comes through the Rascas now into the final few corners through turn 18 now, and the little left-hand kink of turn 19. So he's the first person to set a lap in Q2. It'll be a 1 minute 10.5. Bottle will come through next, and he was set at 1 minute 12.1. Can't Do Crap 11.9. Meanwhile, Gold Gloves 11.0. As Todster now, the second Renault across the line, puts himself pole position provisionally for in Q2 to 1 minute 9.6, almost a second faster than Aussie with Zurich. Alcatraz 10.7, Lunacy 12.7, as Zach goes a 9.4 on the medium tyres. Almost 2 tenths faster on his medium tyres. already. I think we have a few drivers coming through next. Big Chooch come out as well. The two Red Bulls are still in. Breno settled the lap with a 10.2, as has Romeo Alonso with a 10.4. Meanwhile, I think Banana Cake be the next one. Is Big Chooch will come through next at the two yellows. I wonder who that is for. Has something happened up front? There is. It's a... Is that Breno? No, that is Can't Do Crap and NBC Alcatraz tangling up in the New World Chicane. So I wonder what that is all about. I don't think there was any penalties coming from that. I think maybe Alcatraz hit the inside curb on the inside left curb or railing.
Yeah, it looks like Alcatraz just got the corner wrong there and caught the back tire on the wall, spun it on the spot. No damage though, but he has
no
pitted.
damage. I don't think there's any penalties either. So good for them. Good for both Can't Do Crap and Alcatraz, as they both just finished their lap. So Big Chooch set a lap already, but he can't. He got his lap invalidated. Now he's setting another lap on the mean tires. He's the only driver out, as the first of the Red Bulls looks like is coming out now. I think that could be Pure Gold, if I'm not mistaken. As Big Chooch comes,
yes.
Big Chooch comes through back into the swimming pool section now. Can he put himself? So P10 drop off zone right now is bottom at the 12.1. He's 2/10 behind P9 and Can't Do Crap. I feel the drop zone will be around where Alex is at 11.7, which Big Chooch sets just a little bit faster on his medium tyres. So now the only driver on his out lap, or then two drivers. A few more are coming out now. Pure Gold has come out, as has Gold Gloves, and I believe Alex and Banana Cake by Banana Gaming and Pure have not yet set a lap. That's Pure cuts the chicane to get Size's lap. So I wonder if Pure Gold can match Zach's time, which is set on mediums by the way, which is incredible. I wonder if anyone can match Zach. I feel like this race could be a survival endurance race type of thing instead of a actual sprint, as Pure Gold starts his lap into centre vot. Very easy to cut that corner to lose your lap straight away. You come through turn 2, the little kink into turn 3, the long left-hander into Casino Square now, as he completes sector 1, the 1:18.4, which I believe was around Aussie Wizzy Rick. His first sector time, as he has a Toro Rosso Botthod in the way now. Botthod should get out the way as he does, coming through Portier into the tunnel section now. Going up the gears into 7th gear, braking hard at the 100, just after the 100, into second. It's going over that curb, missing both the railings, now into to back now. Very high speed as he hits the wall in the outside, looks like no damage has been taken though. This looks a very, very fast lap. It's putting everything on it right now. Coming through the final corner now, turn 18, to the left kink of turn 19, opening DRS. As he sets across the line, it's at a 1 minute 9.2, and his provisional pole right now. 2/10 faster than Zach, 4/10 faster than Toddster. As Game Burger, I think, is still in the pits. Banana Cake looked like he went out for a bit, but I think he went back into the pits as well. Bud Lunacy is 6/10 up. We'll stay on him. He will cross the line next, I believe, unless Alex will. We'll start with Lunacy though. Alex is 2/10 up on his previous lap. Lunacy is currently in the drop zone, as he maneuvers the Novo chicane into to back through the swimming pool section at very high speed. Quite easy to get it all wrong with massive consequences Hits the outside wall ever so slightly. No damage taken though. Into the final two corners. Hits the wall again, loses the end plate this time. And it looks like he will remain P13. The 12.7. Alex is still P10 as well. Kinda crap starting his lap. He has to get into Q3 at the back of the grid with that 10 place grid penalty. As I believe the Toro Rosso Bodhod goes through and comes out into P9. So he is out of the drop zone now. P11 Alex, 1 minute 11.7. So Big Chich is in trouble. They both need to find around 5/10 of a second to match Bodhod as Kunterkap loses the rear a little bit out of the Lowe's hairpin. Putting everything on it, trying into that third qualifying session. Coming through the tunnel section now. Into the Nubel chicane. As he evades that successfully. Now into Tabac. Slight touch to the outside wall, as you can hear from the crowd. We have I believe that is a Renault or a Haas in the way. Just gets it the way now. Which was lunacy. Sector 3 yellows, that may be the Haas getting out the way. As Can't Do Crap coming through the final corner, opening DRS, will come across the line. And he will not improve. He's 9/10 slower. He has to come back now. Put in a fresh new set of softs and set one more lap. Banana Cake is out as well. He's coming through the tunnel section. Over the speed trap into Nubel chicane. A lot more conservative it looks like than some other drivers. Just wants to set a lap, just a banker lap quickly. As it looks like he has like no ERS anymore, so I'm not sure what's happened there. Because he's on his first flying lap. So coming across the final few corners across the line. And he will set...
Oh, Todd's ran.
Set a 10, or P10 for 11.5 as Todd's spun into Nubel chicane.
Yeah, just getting it wrong there. He's got the back tyre, similar to a teammate earlier in the session. Just spun it.
So both the Renaults having trouble down at the chicane.
I think Todd's would be pretty safe with his time though, so I don't think he needs to worry too much.
I feel like Bodhod might be the... Bodhod or Gold Gloves might be the cutoff point right now. With a 1 minute 11. As Galenberger still hasn't set a lap yet. He hasn't come out at all. So I wonder what's happened to him. Tulsa retires now. I think he may have been out. No, he was in the pits, so he's still safe. I think Banana Cake just finished his lap. I don't think anyone else is on the lap, but Alcatraz may be starting his final flying lap, which he apparently not. I'm not sure what he's doing right now, but
I think he's just going around, queuing up the time. Probably see him go after this lap and doesn't want to use the tyres if he doesn't need to. Just
so warming up the
we get an
tyres.
update on the time from his teammate.
Don't think. Oh,
Robbie Alonso is about to start one. By the look of it.
As the Mercedes comes through centre Vought, a little bit of a lag spike coming through turn 1 into turn 3 now. Big Chich is in P11, Banana Cake retires on P10, so he's... I doubt he'll get through. As Galenberger also retires without setting a lap time. So, I'm not sure what's happening there. Banana Cake in the comments says he's run out of sets, run out of soft tyre sets. So is unable to set a new lap. Big Cheech doesn't look like he's setting a proper lap. Bodhod retires as well from P9. So we have... So Big Cheech is not on a lap. I believe Alex is though, behind him in the McLaren. Coming through the chicane. A slight lock up on the left front. He comes through to back into the swimming pool section now. Once again. Half a second up on his previous time. That will put him right near Budhod. Banana Cake will surely come out, go out of the, go out of Q2 now. As he comes through the final corner and crosses the line. It's a P8, the 10.9. Almost 8 tenths up on his previous time, and I believe Zach, almost, oh Romeo Alonso, yeah, putting himself P4 as well.
Lunacy up to P8, let's drop Bodhod out of the top 10 as well. So Banana and Bodhod, both out of this session.
So, Countercraft and Big Chich, only two drivers that can make an impact on this third qualifying session, which means Alex and Gold Gloves both in trouble. Brenner retires, he's safe in his 1 minute 10.2. Countercraft matching his first sector time. We'll go on board for the rest of the lap. Let's see how he...
Big Sitch only a tenth up through sector 2. The time's not going to be good enough.
See him come across the line now, Big Chich. Only P12, so he is out, it looks like. And Alex is pitting, so Alex under pressure. Looks like Lunacy is safe now. So off to Countercraft to put himself into Q3. As
3 tenths down on his first time.
Not sure if he can get it.
E2 may be out here.
He puts it just P10. He just
spent a lot of time in that last sector there.
Wow. He just makes it, putting Alex out in Q2. Gold Gloves is safe, Alcatraz is safe, they're both on the lap. They should retire soon. Hopefully, but that is Q2 all done. There's Alcatraz, I'm not too sure, I think he's just preserving those tyres. Just going out for a few laps. Gold Gloves comes in now, he should retire right about now.
So Zach, the only driver opting to start on the medium tyres.
Well, we saw at the start of the session, 4 drivers tried to start, and Galenberger didn't even set a lap. But Zach is in a great position now to control the race.
Not gonna lie, that is a ridiculous time for the mediums compared to what the rest of the field are doing.
9.4 on medium is that almost guaranteed for Zach. But as we look at the drops, people who have knocked out, Alex 96 NZ and the McLaren with a 1 minute 10.9, just missing out as Countercraft pips him at the end. Budhod and the Toro Rosso 111.2. 3 tenths away from Alex, and a further tenth away is Big Chich in the Mercedes with 11.3, and another 2 tenths is Banana Cake in the Alfa Romeo, and Galenberger, who just did not set a lap whatsoever. I'm not sure if he had any qualifying bans. I don't think he did, but so Q3 now. 12 minutes. We have 2 Ferraris, 2 Renaults, 2 Haas, a McLaren, a Red Bull, a Toro Rosso, and a Force India left in this session. So going out first is, I believe that is Todd Stark coming out first now. Aussie Wizerik does not come out at all. I don't think he has enough sets. Almost all the drivers coming out except for 3 or 4 coming out straight away. Todster. I believe he was the race winner of Singapore. So can he go back to back? If he can try and get Zach for pole position, he may be able to control the race. Only the Toro Rosso of Aussie is in the pits currently. Everyone else has come out. Todster will be the Todster, I believe Todster, Zach, and maybe even Romy Alonso. Be the three who will fight for pole position. Even Pure Gold has a chance as well. So it could be a very close fight. Dougie Falcons has missed out again, so I'm not sure where he is. The plucky Brit is not here for Monaco Grand Prix. Sector 3 yellows, that may be an incident. Or it might be Gold Gloves just pulling back as Todster coming into the final, ending the final sector, 1:18.5. I'd like to look at Alcatraz, so he finishes up with the 18.9, 4 tenths slower. While I think Can't Do Crap missing out on his time, but you can see Zach's time as well, 18.4. So currently Zach 10th faster than Todster on their first laps. As he comes into the new chicane, locks up again, doesn't clip the inside wall though. As he comes through to back into the swimming pool section now. Obviously it's purple to the second sector. As it looks like Can't Do Crap has spun it and is in the way of Zach. He needs to get it turned. He can't get it turned though. What's he going to do? He's going to get damage. So 1 minute 9.2. Very fast time for him. Pure Gold losing it coming into the pits now. Alcatraz 2 seconds off with 11.1. While watching Zach, what he said, so the 1 minute 8.9, almost 3 tenths faster than Todster. And that is a tough time to beat. As Aussie comes out of the pits as well on his outlap. Lunacy is going to be coming through now. Gold Class is a 1 minute 11.1. Lunacy with a 10.9. I believe Breno and Romy will come through next now. Breno will get a small toe, very small toe coming into the line by Romy. As Romy invalidates his lap actually. As Breno puts a P3 with a 10.3. So judging by these first times, it looks like Zach and Todster might fight for pole only, but Ozzy just had an 18.5 for the first sector, so he may be in there as well. Maybe in the fight. We'll be likely to see. Coming through tunnel section into the Nobel chicane, he goes once again. Ozzy Uzi Rick through the chicane, now into to back. So 51.9, this is purple to the second sector. Can he get into the 8s? If he gets into the 8s, he'll be in a great fight to take Zach off pole position. Come through the final corner now, as Aussie does. At a 1 minute 10.2 only. So it's the second off pole position currently. Meanwhile, I think that is it for all the drivers. Pure Gold is coming out another lap. Meanwhile, Can't Do Crap is as well. We're still on board Pure Gold. He was looking to be quite competitive on the lap until he lost it and had to pit. Lost it just at Raskas. The big slide. Losing the rear. He's going to set his second flying lap. Going down into third for Centervot. Coming through turn 2 now. The slight kink to the left. Now into turn 3. Through turn 4 now into Casino Squares. He finishes his first sector time. We are 1:18.5 matching Todster and Aussie. Into the hairpin. Mounts the inside curb just ever so slightly. Keeps it clean though. No mistakes from Pure Gold in the Red Bull racing machine. Through the tunnel section now into Noble Chicane, braking just before the 50-meter mark now. Had to lift off just a little bit out of the second chicane. Now into the tunnel section to back 51.7. That's not the fastest lap, it's faster than Aussie right now. Flying over these curbs. Now into Rascasse. A lot cleaner this time for Pure Gold. Through the final corner. To be quite a fast lap. Will it match Totzer and Zach? It's a 1 minute 9.4. Only 2/10 off Totzer now. Canto Crap is also on the lap. We'll stay on board with him now for the rest of the lap. And he's hit the wall. He's hit both walls. That's his second flying lap done. And he will come straight into the pits. Now he will stay out with almost no front wing. Just a 12.2. Romeo Alonso hasn't actually set a lap yet either, so he's currently P9, but needs to get back into the pits, go for his final run. Zach's on, was a 10th up in his previous time, 18.2 in the first sector. He is going for it. Currently, he's on for a 8.8 or 8.7 right now. I'd like to see what he sets for his second time. For his second sector time. Another, still a 10th up. 51.1. As he almost loses it coming out of the swimming pool section. Looking up into Rascasse. Into the final corner. Can he improve? The answer is yes at 18.844. It's now 6/10. Oh, I say 4/10 I should say actually. It's now 4/10. 2P2 in Totzer. Zach looks like he's got all of this under control. Can't crap back in the pits by the way. Meanwhile, I think Alcatraz is on his out lap. He will set his flying lap in a few seconds. Romeo Alonso has not set a lap yet. And he's still on the pits. Can't crap needs to come out once again. And as Alcatraz comes back into the pits. So a quick out lap and going straight back in. Which leaves, I believe, Breno. Who will now be the first another driver to start his flying lap. So, Breno now coming into San Devot. Very clean, Lunacy getting out the way. No harm done by him. Coming into turn 3. Into the long left hander, down to the right hander, into turn 4. Now is a 10th up, just 10th up, lightly hits the inside wall, going into the low hairpin. He needs to find at least 3/10 and he's aborted his lap. So he may go for another one. Which leaves Gold Gloves on a lap now. I'm not sure what his first set of time was, can't cap. So he, at best, will start from P19 in the grid. Gotta remember Pure Gold has a 5-place grid penalty as well. So I wonder how that will go. As he hits, going to the center section, hits the inside wall, 4/10 faster on his previous lap. That will put him in front of Lunacy for P6 if he keeps this up. Gold Gloves, the reserve driver for Racing Point Force India, or Racing I should say now. P6, 8/10 faster, almost in front of Breno. So he'll be quite happy with that time, I'm guessing. Romeo Alonso is now on the lap as well. If he can improve on a 12.2, he will contact will start from P20, which will be somewhat good. Gets him out of the carnage, but Romeo Alonso 51.7, you may be looking at as he hits the wall. I'll definitely have some damage now. I was going to say you're looking at P6, P5. That will hurt him quite a bit though. Coming across the line, Romeo Alonso. 1 minute 9.7 puts a P4 on the grid. Rest of the drivers on the outlast. Breno is going to start his new lap. Gold Gloves obviously finished his lap. I believe Tossa will start his first flying lap. Or the first driver to start a lap. So we'll stay on board with him once again. Can he improve in his 9.2? He is slightly faster, less than a tenth faster. You know, Alcatraz down in P9 is 2/10 faster than his time. So as Gold Gloves retires, he's done. I expect Breno to be done as well. Toadster needs to find another 0.3 of a second in order to... And he's lost it. No, that's it. It gets out of the way quickly for NBC Alcatraz, who stuffs up the double chicane as well. So it looks like Zach will take pole position. Alcatraz losing a lot of time because of the distraction of his teammate Tulsa hitting that inside chicane. Done it plenty of times before. Lunacy hits the wall as well. His car is coming down the no chicane in qualifying. But Alcatraz come back to him 0.4 faster in his previous lap time. He will put himself only P8. I wonder what happened. What could have been? I think Zach is going to set his lap. It's going to be 1 minute 8.5. Improving once again. An amazing lap from him. 0.7 faster than Todster. Aussie Wizardix, the final one to come through. Puts up, I think that may have been P2. That was P3, Aussie. So it was a good race for him. Or good qualifying from him. So the time and for pole position is Zach Crichton. 1 minute 8.5, 6.30 behind. He's Todster in the Renault with a 1 minute 9.2. 1 minute 9.3, 10th further back is Aussie Wizzy Rick. Pure Gold in the Red Bull, 1 minute 9.4, another 2/10. Romeo Alonso in the McLaren, 9.7. 3/10 back on Pure Gold. Breno with a 10.3 in the Ferrari with Gold Gloves. 10.3 again, just behind Breno. As Alcatraz in the Renault with a 10.5, Lunacy in the Haas with a 10.9, and Kato Crap with his 1 minute 12.3, I believe. So if Tossa didn't stuff up his lap time, if he didn't hit that railing on that inside wall of New Chicane, both Alcatraz and Lunacy, I believe, would have had much better times. Tossa could have maybe even competed for pole position, even though I'm not sure if he would have beaten an 8.5, which is an incredible time. So as we wait for the drivers to finish their strategies, alter their strategies, should be just a simple one stop. A lot of these drivers will take the race very conservatively, as it's very easy to crash out. In this league, everyone gets points, so I wonder how many cars will actually make it.
I'll do a quick run through the grid order as the drivers head out on their formation lap. We've got Zach Crichton starting on the medium tyres in P1 with Toddster 99 right alongside him starting on the soft tyres. Aussie Wizzy Rick in P3 with Romeo Alonso next to him for McLaren. Renault 23, the first Ferrari driver in P5. He's had a good run recently with not getting any penalties and making it onto the podium, so we'll see if he can continue that trend tonight. Gold Gloves P6, NBC Alcatraz, the other Renault driver in P7. Lunacy in P8 with Pure Gold after his 5-place grid penalty starting in P9, all on soft tyres there. Alex 96 First of the drivers to be able to select their tyres. He is in P10, and he's chosen to go on to the mediums along with Bodhod in P11. Big Sitch P12, starting on the soft tyres. Banana Cake, Gaming Burger, Garles, Blocky Rex Semi-Pro, Reedy, James Cruz, and Can't Do Crap rounding out the rest of the grid there.
So,
A bit of a mixed field for tyres down the bottom of the grid there though. I'm opting for the mediums, others opting for the softs. Yeah, that goes for 'em.
Quite interesting to see how the soft tyre runners can make it through. The likes of Blocking, Semi-Pro, and Banana and Burger on the medium tyres, because the softs will be a lot faster. And I think only Pure Gold and Can't Do Craps only have penalties, so Pure Gold P9, Can't Do Crap P20 after both their penalties. So, the start of the Monaco Grand Prix, 39 laps.
See if the drivers remember no heroics into centre bomb.
So we have, there you go, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights, I think. And yeah, away we go now for the Monaco Grand Prix. As Zach leads the way as Aussie Wizzy Rick tries to fight down the inside of Todster. Both going side by side, looks quite clean. No, it does not. Back down the grid.
Big section to the back of Bodhod, I believe it was.
A few drivers losing it out. Zach Crichton having a half a second lead as Todster gets his position back from Aussie Wizzy Rick. Romeo Alonso looking at the inside of Aussie, locking up now. Plenty of drivers locking up into coming down to the Lowe's hairpin now. Very, very slow, very tight. A lot of drivers. Looks like a Toro Rosso trying to get through sector 2. Yellows. I wonder who that was. We'll cut back down there now. Some debris coming out.
Just a car park. Just a car park.
Just the car park, yeah. Car's almost grinding to a halt down in that, down to the Lowe's hairpin for the first time. Zach Crichton, 8/10 up, coming through the first lap. Very dominant display coming right off the bat. Todster, a further second in front of Aussie Wizzy Rick. So those two drivers are looking to be battling on their own. There'll be quite a big gap from down into, I believe that is Pure Gold, down to Lunacy. Almost a 2-second gap already. There's a few drivers coming to the pits. Blocky Rex and Semi-Pro into the pits already. So they both have had damage. As James Cruz rounding off the 20. So we'll look at the position changes as well. Big winners. Looks like to be Can't Do Crap, starting from last. Coming to P14. Garlas up to P12, up 3 spots. Meanwhile, Butthard and Big Chish losing 2 spots from their starting position. So, Zach with almost a second lead ahead of...
Big Sitch just hit the wall coming out of 48.
Has he got damage?
He does. He's got front wing end plate damage on the left side, but I think he had that before he went into... Yeah, I think that's still from the lap 1 melee that he got that damage.
So you have to be careful with that time. You have to be careful with the car right now. As Zach 11-7 already on the mediums. Looks like the two front runners are pulling away from everyone else. Pure Gold looks to be right behind Alcatraz. He has nothing to worry behind. 3.7 seconds from Lunacy. As he also has Alex for company. He'll go back up to Pure Gold though, because they are battling it out for P7. Most like to see a big train, unless some drivers are quite a bit faster than the guys ahead. So I wonder if we might see some strategical decisions, as it looks like one of the, I think the Force India of Gold Gloves. He hit the wall. Alcatraz pulls down to the inside into the Nobel chicane. Does he get it done? He does. Breaks the 3-second penalty for cutting the chicane just ahead. But Gold Gloves, after getting a penalty, Lucy gets a 5-second penalty for corner cutting. I wonder where that's from. And Gold Gloves another 3-second penalty. He got damage from Portier. A little contact down there. is now under attack from both Pure Gold and, well, it was just Pure Gold, I guess. He's into the pits now. Reading the 3-second penalty for the, I believe that is the chicane, or it might be the swimming pool section. I think it was swimming pool for reading. So 4 drivers into the pits. Zach, Big Chich decides he needs to stop. So out up front, while we look at the tyre. So both Gold Gloves and Big Chich on the hard tyres. They want to go to the end on that. Meanwhile, James Cruz, who he has not stopped, Gold Gloves gets another 5-second penalty for corner cutting. So I wonder what's happened there. But Semi-Pro, Blocky Rex both start come out. Well, Blocky Rex comes in the medium and Semi-Pro coming out on the soft tyres. So 2.1 seconds from Zach to Pure Gold gets a 30-second penalty. It's from Zach to Tulsa, another 4.2 from Aussie, from Tulsa to Aussie. Then another 2 seconds from Romy to Aussie. And Romy has a small train following up behind him. But Breno is a real cork right now. With Alcatraz and Pure Gold right behind the boat, right behind Breno. I think Breno may have some small damage, which will be keeping him. Well, Romy also gets his first penalty. As it looks like there may have been someone may have hit the wall just then.
Yeah, Alcatraz got a touch on the wall, no damage you can see from it though. Although that's put Pure Gold right on his tail.
Quite wide, yeah, into Casino Square. Pure Gold might have a look down to Mirabeau. As Reedy pits into the pits as well, by the way. So quite a few drivers early stops in the first 5 laps. No DNF so far. Lunacy and Banana Cake trading positions. Looking back, look back here. The big train of cars from Alex down to, I believe that is Galaz. Big train. But we'll go back to Alcatraz and Breno and Romeo Alonso. These 4 drivers fighting it out for P4. As Breno almost got it all crossed up into Rascas. Just put Alcatraz right into the mix again. Obviously they'll have DRS. Guards to the 3-second penalty. He's down in P13 right now. I believe that is the swimming pool section cut. As Alex into the pits now as well. So it's another driver into the pits. There seems to be a few trains forming up now. Pure Gold looks to go down the outside of Alcatraz. Can't get it done though. And now, again into the low hairpin. Big traffic jam. Wonder if any of these drivers, Alcatraz almost hits the outside wall. Going down to Portier now. It's been an incident, looks like.
Looks like Pure Gold's got a good run on Alcatraz, but I don't think he's going to be able to get it done. I can't get close enough.
So, Semi-Pro and James had a bit of an incident coming out of the final corner. James having some major front wing damage. He's definitely off the pit. We'll stay on board with Pure Gold now, as he gets a 30-second penalty for just cutting that chicane. But everyone looks like everyone's caught up to the back of Romeo Alonso, so Romy may have the Lunacy and Aussie both get penalties, by the way. I think Romy may have some pressure building up as Pure Gold lagging a bit behind now. But Lunacy and Guys both pit on lap 7.
Yeah, Pure Gold had a bit of a moment coming out of the final corner there, just as he activated DRS and just dropped off the back of that pack, but it won't take long to catch back up.
Romy Alonso slowly catching Aussie, but has still got Breno and Alcatraz, and now Pure Gold is catching back up again, right behind him. But a lot of the drivers are already having their stops, with everyone from P11 down, except for James Cruz, who will stop probably this lap. So yeah, from P11 down, or from P12 down, has all made their stops. Alcatraz gets a penalty, Botthog gets a penalty. as there may be some blue flags already, which will spice things up. Good
Yeah,
thing
looks
these
like
cars.
Pure Gold's suffering for a lot of grip on the rear tyres. The second lap around where he's just not got the traction coming out of the final corner there. He's dropping off the back of this group again.
Yeah, Pure Gold. He always catches up there by the end. Sector 1 yellows. I'm not sure who that's for. But there's a battle between Botthard and Burger forming now. Burger's right on the back. Looks like he has a lot more pace. Gonna try to send it down the inside. Not gonna get done as the battle 4P4 resumes. Try to spare a little bit more. Romeo Alonso locking up into the chicane. Keeps keeping it there. As Breno now only a second, or down the second back now.
Gameburger just made a move on Bodhod. It looks like he might have had a bit of a mistake coming out of 40A.
Bodhod has lost his end plate, looks like. So it's a big shame for him. But we'll sail on, because this is the main battle right now. Top 3 are way in front. To the leader, Romy is already 17 seconds behind. So that's just showing how good Tosser and Zach are, really.
Yeah, Zach's well out there and he's pulled a 5-second gap on Tosser, so definitely showing the pace in the race like he had in qualifying.
So yeah, it looks like the top 2. Because that's on the medium tyres as well, starting on. So they have a lot of pace on the softs. I'm not sure. I think Alcatraz may be faster than Breno, and Puregold may be faster as well, but they just can't find a way through. And Puregold comes right behind. They're all right behind each other now as Breno makes a small mistake. Breno into the pits, releasing Alcatraz. Puregold into the pits as well. Can't do with another 3-second penalty. So I wonder if we'll see Alcatraz close the gap. Has maybe Romy might have some end plate damage, which he's carrying.
Yes, he does. The whole right side end plate's missing off Romy.
So he's nursing that home. Give Alcatraz a lot of time to catch up on. It looks like
No, okay, also with wing damage as well.
Down the order, Gold Gloves in Can't Do Crap battling out 4P11. Gold Gloves looks like a lot more pace than Can't Do Crap. Gonna send it down the inside of Mirabeau. Can't Do Crap gives in the room. That is a clean pass for position. Got the field. The field is, everyone's a bit more spread out now. Pure Gold and Breno resumed their battle, coming out of the pits. With, I think if you go down the order a bit more, Big Chich and Garlaz.
Romy into the pits, Alcatraz stays out another lap.
So I think, yeah, Totsa, Aussie and Alcatraz all out on the soft tyres still, with 11 laps. I wonder how long they'll be out. And if Alcatraz can get the overcut.
Yeah, with that wing damage for Romy, and he's made a mistake coming out of the pits there. Let's put him behind Renault, Pure Gold and Bodhod. Bodhod yet to pit.
I think they are all on the, they're all on the medium tyres. Everyone who's soft first. Can't do crap into the pits now. Reedy gets another 3-second penalty, down in P18 right now. Him, Sam Pro and James are all in no man's land, 20 seconds apart of each other. As Breno has Pure Gold still right behind him. Aussie gets another 3-second penalty. Toddler into the pits. So he's in. Aussie staying out. Alcatraz is staying out. Yellow flags for
Virtual
Semi-Pro,
safety car.
Semi-Pro's lost it.
So it was very bad timing with that virtual safety car there for Alcatraz. Come out just as he's past the pit entry, so he's not going to get the benefit of it.
So Semi-Pro lost it, swimming pool section, massively, losing all his wing and is just retired on the circuit.
The first victim of the follow the leader Grand Prix.
So yeah, 19 runners left, 12 laps into the race. Butthod and Berger both into the pits as VSC has ended. So Tossa, I guess, is the big winner, maybe the big winner out of that. I think he was in the pits while that VSC came out. Semi-Pro leaves the session. 19 runners left. How many more will survive, we'll find out. But Breno and Puregod's still right behind us. They're battling it out for P6 currently. But the sector 2 yellows, that looks like
2 yellows.
James
Crew's gone off in the runoff area.
keeps his wing. He's a minute 8 behind Rady now.
Alcatraz is into the pits.
He's gonna get in front of Pure and Breno. So they've done the undercut on him. As Pure almost putting a move down to the bot. As Ozzy and Tossa.
Yeah, Mike's breaking up.
Oh. Any better?
Seems to be, yeah.
Alright. Always problems, I swear. Always mic problems. But now Banana Cake plays at the front of the train, holding Pure Gold, who did overtake Breno. Banana Cake is just letting these two through, as they are both on different strategies.
Yeah, no point holding them up there. He's got a completely different strategy. Older tyres, so no tactical move to hold them up.
Yeah. Ozzy into the pits now. He should come out behind. He will come out behind Pure and Breno, and even Banana.
He's gone onto the hard tyres. He only drove. Oh, he's made contact with Banana Cake coming out of the pit exit lane there.
That's ruined his race, it looks like. Is that Ozzy just with only damage, or is that also Banana?
No, Banana's got wing damage as well. So he's got a... I don't know whether he's been nursing some of that for most of the race, and...
That's going to be frustrating for both of them. Garlas and Bitch still battling it out. It's like Garlas definitely has the pace over Bitch. Zach Pitts, as well as his teammate Lunacy. So, yeah. Lunacy had to wait up, had to double stack on Zach. But down in P12 and P13, Garlas, Big Chits, trying to have a move. Not many places can get it done with Kinds of Crap looming behind him as well.
Pure Gold somewhere got in front of Breno, I missed that one.
I think he got in front of him.
Breno must have got some wing damage. Must made a mistake. He's into the pits, yeah.
Don't look at his wing. Oh yeah, he's changing his wing, yep. Another set of mediums, as Balcake is into the pits as well. But Pure Gold, 7 seconds in front of Alcatraz, and he is in podium position, so he is done a great drive so far. Up 6 positions right now. Starting T9 as he almost loses it out of the low hairpin. Breno coming out behind Alex in P10. Banana coming out around Big Chich. Trying to get another penalty. And it looked like Garlai's pit as well for a new front wing. Now, Tulsa is into the lead of
Todd's
this
got a
race, right?
15-second gap on Zach Crichton.
I think Zach hit. He did, yeah.
But
For
Todd's
hards.
also pitted. And Todd's was about 5 seconds behind, so I don't know whether
He has,
something's
yeah.
happened. He's had to pit again, or...
Could you check the lap times for Zach? I wonder if he's made a mistake on one of them. One of the laps.
I will have a look.
Because he might have had a mistake and just... I'm not sure. I don't know how it can be 15 seconds off. But yeah, Tulsa's inherited the lead. Everyone's made their stop now.
Didn't have any penalty when he went into the pits. Everything else looks pretty on top of it. Unless Todd's has got a super undercut under the virtual safety car.
Oh, he might have. I think he hit
Yeah,
under
it looks
VSC.
like that's what it was, yeah. His inlet was only a minute 30 compared to Zach's minute 45.
That must be it then, yeah. Had like almost a 10-second lead over Tulsa. One. That becomes some more cut as well. But now he'll be under pressure from Zach, who might get the 50 seconds down. We're around halfway through the race now. So it might be a big battle at the end, but Remy Alonso right behind zero. Is that James?
It's Williams, yeah. James facing the wrong way.
On the race. So that's
Your
all that
mic's
matters.
going again. I'm becoming a robot. Pure goal back up into P3. The race, starting P9.
Is this any better?
Yeah. Yeah, I can hear you.
Better? Alright.
Gaming burgers. Well. Yeah.
Alright, so Pure Gold, yep. Oh, Blocker Rex in the pits, but I'm with Pure Gold, who's in P3. It's like
Sector 3 yellow.
That is James.
James Cruz again.
Banana Cake gets another 30-second penalty. Zach, Tulsa's improving the gap, gaining the gap. On Zach,
did
yeah.
opt for the hard tires.
So maybe he thinks the mediums won't last. But everyone else has gone for mediums, so it's hard to judge how many laps these mediums can do at the end.
The Todd's do. No warnings yet. Penalty.
Todd's keeping it very clean. Alex has Breno right behind him. Breno on his second stop. Alex on the hards, Breno on the medium, sector 2 yellows. That is... it looks like... I think that is, yeah, James once again. Losing it at the hairpin. Lost his whole front wing once again.
Facing the wrong direction.
He needs to be careful to not get disqualified.
Has to do a 15-point turn to get the car turned around on the track.
He's still going though. Somehow. I think Garlis is quit as well, maybe. I don't know. Garlis is ghosting. He's right behind Reedy. Meanwhile, yeah. Banana Cake, Big Chich and Can't Do Crap all battling out for P10. Looks like Banana's a lot faster than Big Chich. Can't Do Crap looking for a move as well down inside of Rascas, as I think they may have touched Big Chich and Banana's gold gloves looking to come into the battle as well. Lap 19 to 39, or 20 now, as Toddster is coming up to lap these drivers, so he may be lapping up to P10 now. So lap 20 now, lap 19 for these guys. Banana Cake right behind him. Right behind Big Chich. He knows he has the pace on him, as Counter Crap also having a under high pressure from Counter Crap. Well, from Gold Gloves. As soon these guys have to move out the way of Tots before they both get penalties. So it's a matter of how soon they'll do it. Because even though the back markers ghost, you'll still get penalties if you stay out, or if you get in the way for long. So I wonder when these penalties will come, because it's only 5 seconds. And all Gold Gloves has hit Counter Crap into Raskas. He's hit the back of him. A bit of a hit and run moment, as Gold Gloves just run to the back of Counter Crap into Raskas, hit him out the way, and it's taken P12. Banana Cake Price still right behind Big Chich, still can't get through. But now both of those we'll have to slow up for Totster, who is now 18 seconds ahead. So Todster as Todster gets through, I think, both the drivers, but Banana Cake now having a big run into. Oh, is that the Mercedes of Big Chich? I think they may have touched. Banana may have touched the back of Big Chich, almost turning him around to the back. But Big Chich still holding P10 somehow, but it has brought Banana and Gold Gloves and Counter Crap into the mix once again. So big battle for P10. Counter Crap right behind Gold Gloves. Is he coming into? I think this is Maryborough right now. Goes to wait until it gets after the tunnel. Only 2 or 3 overtaking spots on this circuit. As Counter Crab almost loses it, losing a lot of time, and losing an M plate as well. Looks like it lost his right M plate. And Gold Gloves.
And Gold Gloves is gone.
Big spin. So
Just
wow.
nice to wait for all the traffic.
It's coming back into the chicane. Go for a flick spin. Almost loses it once again. Just let everyone through. Losing so much time. I think he hit the curb again, or the railing again.
Alonso having a look on Aussie Wizzy Rick, goes down the inside into the Nouvelle chicane, gets a move done on Wizzy Rick there. Very nice.
So Romy into P5. Only 1.7 seconds behind Alcatraz. Meanwhile, continuing on is the battle for P10. As Big Chich and Banana still battle. Big Chich is holding Banana up quite a bit. This is ruining Banana's strategy. He should have passed him a long time ago and been on the hunt for Alex. But now that might not be an option anymore. He needs to find the right time to pull his RS all the way up and just find the weak spots for Big Chich. He might get him into the, I don't think he'll get into the straight though. He's quite close, he may be able to do it. He's not putting his battery all the way up, he's not even in the slipstream, so I'm not sure what he's doing. Not looking for a move there, I guess, into a Zach pits again. Into the pits once again is Zach Crichton. So I wonder if he had
Wing change as well.
damage. Yeah, I think he may have damage. Gold glove into the pits as well. Zach, once controlling the
Gonna put
race,
him behind Alcatraz and
behind
Romy
Romy,
Alonso.
yeah,
And
and
Gavin
Aussie,
Oh, not him.
and Aussie, yeah.
Aussie.
Romy gets a penalty as well. Gold gloves into the pits, like I said before. Banana tries to look for an inside, almost touches the back of Big Chich. He looked for inside down into the chicane. How many pins does Romy have? Can you check?
Yep. Romy, 2 penalties.
Going onto the straight once again. Banana cake pie. Can't find a way past. Can't find the way past Big Chich. Another lap. Hunter Crab lagging behind now as well. Aussie Wizzy's pit again as well, by the way. So that may be a wing change. It is a wing change. So
Oh, we lost you again.
is behind
Oh, there we go.
Alcatraz.
Yeah, so he's caught up to Alcatraz. Within the second. Looks like Alcatraz may have just got some damage, no? Something on the track flying up.
Don't think Banana and Big Shit are both still battling it out. And back off. I also has got a pass ready, it looks like. But for the battle for P3, this race has just turned on its head with Zach and Aussie both pitting and Breno all pitting a second time.
We have sector 1, 2 and 3 yellow flags.
I wonder who that was. I wonder who that was for. I'm not sure anymore.
I think James was around in the swimming pool. He's into the wall again, Raskas.
That's caused all three sectors.
Yeah, apparently.
Apparently, yeah.
Didn't see anything else happening.
This game sometimes. But Zach just the fastest up the race just before, while Alcatraz and Romy's far within passing distance, just about. But he'll have Alcatraz, or he'll have Zach, who was behind his teammate though, so it'll be a bit of time before he can catch up to these two. Banana, he may be. He was side by side for a minute. It looked like Lunacy into the pits. As yeah, he may have moved down inside now, or into the chicane. Not close enough once again. His brake's really deep. He's right on his gearbox now. But it's not enough. Can't get it done. Have to look for another one. As James and Cruz pits. And I just want to go back up to Romy and Alcatraz. Romy is now right on the back. Less than half a second behind now. Oh, NBC Alcatraz. Can't do crap pits from P12. I'm quite amazed, to be honest, that there's still 19 runners left, 18 of which are on the... Oh, I wonder how much are on the lead lap. No, only the top 8 on the lead lap, but 18 of which haven't had any major incidents. Already gets another penalty. Contact crap coming out of the pits now. He's going to be P14, sector 2 yellows. I wonder who's that for. I have no clue. I think it may be Blocky.
Look like Boldhod.
Butthole?
Yeah, Boldhod. I think he's just made a mistake going into Mirabeau and locked up.
Yeah, he's got damage as well. Wing damage. So it must be, I think. Ready into the pits now. I'm going to stay on with Remy. He's coming. Big Chich, another penalty. Remy VSC.
Safety car.
For what?
He's gaining too.
I'm not even sure for what for as well.
I cannot see anything. Nobody's out of the race.
If you into the pits, Banana Cake and Big Chich both into the pits. I think one of them, I think Banana Cake would jump him. Yeah, he has.
Both don't.
Maybe. No, he hasn't. But had a 5-second penalty. Sector 1 yellows. Who's...
Are we racing again? Or...
I think we are, yeah. So, I'm not too sure what that was for, at all. But...
just for the fun of it.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, really weird. But... Ramey's now got to find all that time back. Zach Crichton is now into the mix as well. He's caught a lot of time back up. I think he's on the softs, yeah. So, 3-way fight for the podium. This could be Randy or podium, or Zach or Ramey could take it off him. 9 laps to go in this race. I wonder if Alcatraz can keep both of them behind. Oh, I wonder how long Roma can keep Zach behind for, because there's not many places where you can overtake, so...
No, it just needs to park the bus, make it the widest Renault he's ever seen.
I think he's getting a little bit of time, though, from the battle of Romy and Zach. They're trying to defend as hard as he can. There's only 2 or 3 passes spots. It's down to turn 1 on the straight, into the chicane, the new old chicane, and potentially into Rascas if you're lucky.
Or you can have a look at Mirabeau like Zach's just done, but can't do it.
You could. I don't know. That's a sketchy spot, Mirabeau. Very, very sketchy. Don't think...
Only works on lap 1.
Yeah. Zach
He's got the run on one side? No, he doesn't.
Nah, not enough. He's tagging the back of him though. He wants to get past, almost loses it. It's behind.
Look, someone's around.
Big Chich and Banana Cake turn around. I think Big Chich may have hit the inside curb. Wow. Plenty of action. Right there.
Here we go. Zach's right on the back of Romy now.
Does Romy have DRS? Yeah, I know.
He does. Zach backs out of it.
8 laps to go. Zach is running out of time. Romy is slightly falling off Alcatraz. Still within half a second though. Goldgloss and Garlai switch positions down in P14 and 15 for the racing points.
Alcatraz does have a 3-second advantage on both Romy Alonso and Zach Crichton due to penalties, so...
As long as he keeps him behind. It's what, 7 laps to go now, as Tots is across the line once again. These guys... so it's top 5, so these guys watching now, the only drivers who have not been lapped by Tulsa, which is crazy to think. Romeo Alonso now under pressure again. Sector 2, yellows. That is... I think that's... No, it is. Done the same thing as many other drivers has before. Into the Nouvelle chicane. Lost it. On that... on the railing. I'm starting with Romeo Alonso. As... no one can make a move. I think Zach just has a small tap of Romeo into the Lowe's hairpin. Having a bit too much speed. But he's very racy on those soft tyres. Have a lot more grip, a lot more power, a lot more pace on those tyres compared to Romeo and Alcatraz on those old mediums. Yeah, 21 and 19 lap on mediums compared to 8 lap softs. Big changes. Oh, Romeo looks to down the inside of Alcatraz. Oh wow. No,
at
Zach's
the back, and that's put Zach riding around the outside.
And he's gone through. What a move by Zach. So, oh, and Zach spun it. He's lost it. He's into the pits. Can't believe it. On to another set of softs. That is his third stop of the race. Can't believe he did that. Just made the move on, lost it, and went straight into the pits. Aussie and Gaming side by side. Aussie looks like he's gone past Gamingberger. Gold Gloves into the pits as well. Romeo Alonso 1.4 seconds behind Alcatraz. With 5 laps to go. I think sector 1, sector yellow, Garlas will retire. So Garlas has hit the wall somewhere. Into the casino. So safety car. Safety car now. This has brought it. Oh no!
Alright, everyone into the pits. Pure gold into the pits.
Pure gold into the pits. Tulsa went past. He couldn't make it.
Yeah, he was too far past. Yeah. He's still got the advantage. He's got the pit stop advantage, so likely see him come in.
Alcatraz and Romeo into the pits. Alcatraz stays out. Romeo into Alonso into the pits. Speeding in the pit lane though. Zach should stay out. Reed is into the pits.
He should.
He should.
He's only just pitted, so...
What's he gonna
He'll
do?
move if he pits now.
He stays out, okay.
Good choice, Zach.
A lot of drivers are staying out. Romeo Alonso coming out on fresh to the medium tyres. What it looks like. Yeah, fresh to the mediums. Spuds didn't come out in the softs. Still only 5 laps to go. As Reedy gets a penalty under safety car, Todson now pits. He has, yeah, a whole minute gap. So he's coming out on soft as well. This is going to get very, very interesting these last few laps.
And we are only going to have sort of 2, is that aims in the wall? Sorry, what was I saying? Yeah, probably only get 2-3 laps. Green light running.
I think there's 2 cars. Lunacy's disqualified. He's been disqualified. They're ignoring yellow flags apparently. It's just... he hasn't stopped yet, so...
Oh.
No, maybe not.
No,
I wonder what happened with him there, jeez. But I was gonna say, Pure Gold has a few cars in front of him. 2 cars between him and Todster. And I think Romy will have quite a few cars actually between him and Alcatraz. A few lapped cars. So I wonder if the lapped cars will get through. Or what? I'm not too sure. But
Looks like they are, yeah. No? Maybe not. They go past and they get told to stop. What do you do this game?
I don't know what's happening. I don't think. Can you get past? Can you pass? Love cars? I don't know if you can.
You mustn't be able to, because I was just watching, I think it's Can't Do Crap and... Are you behind Toddster or was it Bruno?
I think it's can't do.
Bruno.
Bruno, yeah.
And the Racing Point both went past Toddster, got the green light from the safety car and then had to stop, so...
Really annoying though, because there's two cars between. Unless I think Toss is letting him through.
Green light again.
Is he? I think he tried to. What's happening down the order with the Force India? Oh, one of the Toro Rossos has just spun. Botthard has just spun. Lost a bit of his front wing again. But I think they're trying to get through. They want to get through. But I don't know if they can. I think... No, they're going through now. I'm pretty sure they're going through now. Brandon's got a penalty. I think they're gonna take away the penalty zone maybe. Alex got disqualified apparently now. I don't know if he has. Can't Crap's got a plastic penalty. This is carnage right now, under the safety car. I'm not sure what's going on. But right now we have the top three in position right now. Romy has two cars ahead of him. Zach's got a car ahead of him. So unless, I think the Force India is trying to get through. He's not able to get through. Gold Gloves can't get through. Unless both Pure and Tosler just slow down. Butthub pits again. 2 laps to go. We might only have one racing lap. 1 or 2 racing laps. Honda said they will come in this lap.
I would imagine it will come in this lap.
But a lot of drivers are mix and match. So the top 3 are in position. Or top 2 are in position. Gold Gloves is in between Alcatraz and Pure. Meanwhile, Romy has a car behind, I think. Has a Alfa Romeo, I think it's Banana. Or maybe Reedy. In between him and Alcatraz. Zach's got... I don't even know. Seth's got in this... What's that, everyone?
Alcatraz could well take P2 here on penalties. Todd's just got a clean slate.
Well, Pure Gold might try to go for the lead. He may try to go for the lead. Blocky Rex is coming down on the order. Big Chooches as well. Block Rex and Conto Crap are exchanging positions somehow. As green flags. I'm not sure what's happening right now. Green. Oh, Tulsa almost loses it into center Vought. Pure Gold now going for a run. Down the order. Romy Alonso, I think, is going to be side by side with Alcatraz.
And the Toro Rosso in there is Zach Ryden getting involved.
Zach's going to send him down to Romy Alonso now. I think he'll be able to get it done. He's going to get a double overtake. He's going to go around the outside. They're going to touch. And Roman's going to go through. Roman's going to go 3 wide.
3 wide.
Into Mirabeau. Oh, there's been a massive crash. Alcatraz is gone. Zach's in P3 now. Romy Alonso and Alcatraz. That is... Oh no. That is a big shame for Alcatraz and Romy. It's never going to work 3 into 1. Pure Gold is... I can't. I don't know what's happening anymore. Sector 1 yellows for someone. Ready gets a 30-second penalty. Alcatraz just jumps the chicane and gets a penalty. He's going to right behind Gameberg. He's trying to get past him now. Gonna look down the inside. There's so many lapped cars right here. So many cars within each other. I don't know what's happening anymore. I think it's 2 laps constantly. Gold goes to the 3-second penalty now. Lunacy gets a 3-second penalty. Alcatraz is now half a second away from Galenberger. But he has a Williams inside him. Romy is right behind Alcatraz, but there's a Force India right behind him. But he's a laps car. Alcatraz goes a little bit wide. It's putting Romy Alonso. He might be able to make a move now. They've both got damage. I think they've all got damage, to be honest.
Good question. Who doesn't have damage?
Yeah.
Todster doesn't have damage. He's in the lead.
Somehow has kept it clean on the last lap of the race. We'll come to him now, actually. Because I don't know what's happening down there now. But Todster coming through the final corner will win a chaotic Monaco Grand Prix. P1 for Todster, P2 for Pure Gold, P3 somehow for Zach, P4 for Aussie, P5 for Gaming. Will it be P5 for Galenberger? Yes it will. No, P4 for Gaming. Alcatraz P6, Romeo Alonso coming P7. I think, yes. Breno will come home P8. Alex will come P9. Banana Cake finished P10. Blocky P11. Big Chich P12. Cancer Crab P13. Butthod P14. Lunacy P15. Gold Gloves 16th. Reedy 17th. And James P18. I'm not too sure how that all worked. I'm very confused by everything that's just happened. But now we're just waiting on James Cruz, who's going to cruise onto the finish line with half his front wing. He has somehow survived Monaco. Here he is, getting the TV time he wants, the stream time he wants. He crossed the line to come P18 in the Williams. Crazy race. So the Renault of Todster wins, the Red Bull of Pure Gold second, and the Haas of Zach in third. The spread is champagne.
Excuse me.
Server.
Send out some invites. Get these top 3 in the party.
If you want to, sure. Get them in. Would you like to run through the order, if you can?
Yeah. There we go. There it is. So P1 Todster, followed by Pure Gold and Zach Crichton, and P3 Gaming Burger, Aussie Wizzy Rick, then NBC Alcatraz and Romy Alonso, who got tangled up on the final lap there, going 3 wide into after the hairpin. Breno P8, Alex NZ P9, Banana Cake P10, Blocky Rex P11, Big Sitch, Can't Do Crap, Bodhod, Lunacy, Gold Gloves, Reedy, James Cruz to finish out the drivers, and then Garlaz and Semi-Pro did not finish.
So we have our top 3 here.
Yeah.
So, congratulations, Sodster, on the win.
Thanks, mate. Thank you.
Seemed like a pretty easy drive for you there. How was it?
It was relatively easy after Zach got stitched up in the pit stops, but be nice to keep it out of the wall, which I managed to do.
Well, yeah, that last safety car kind of caused carnage with everyone.
Yeah.
Particularly Zach.
Nice,
with his
Zach.
3 wide into Mirabeau.
Oh, is that where? Three wide into
Yeah.
Mirabeau. Yeah. Shit was a bit tight there, eh? But
Just
yeah,
a bit.
was...
Didn't work for you guys.
Nah, no, it was quite chaotic. But yeah, I had the inside into there and yeah, survived somehow and got a home P3 after getting stuck in the pits for a bit. But yeah, it was good fun tonight. It's great racing, but yeah.
So what? Yeah, so we were a bit confused on the stream when we were watching it. Suddenly you were 15 seconds behind Hodser there.
Yeah.
Run us through what happened in that pit stop.
So basically, I was going to come in and put the hards on, and I didn't check to see where Lunacy was, and I turned in the pits and I see he was in the pits. I was like, oh, alright, rip. And yeah, he was like right ahead, well not right ahead, I'd say he was like 1.5 seconds ahead, so I couldn't really see the car, and plus it was ghosted, so I couldn't tell that. Then I came in and I think I was about 15 seconds behind Toddy, and the hards were just atrocious. I was trying as hard as I could and just slapping the walls everywhere, and I thought, oh, I'll just pit again, put some softs on, have some fun, try and get in that little pack, and yeah, and safety car came out, and yeah, went up the inside of Romy into that turn before the hairpin, and then around the outside, and kept it tight on the inside, and yeah, finished P3.
Nice work. Good goal, you there?
Sure am.
P2, how do you feel?
Oh,
After
not
starting
bad. It was a pretty
P9?
fucking boring race. Just thought I'd go for that undercut when I was stuck behind Alcatraz, Romy, and Breno. So that worked well. So Breno dived in and I followed him, and then Breno ended up getting wing damage, so I passed him pretty easy.
Yeah, so bit of contact during qualifying. You're back on the grid.
Yeah, it was a bit frustrating starting P9, but well, it's all it's alright. It didn't affect me too much in the race. Probably made the race a little bit fun. So yeah.
Oh, you did well. Congratulations, guys. Tulsi, you have anything you'd like to add?
I think that's it, unless we want to announce that after, in a few rounds, after Belgium, we'll be moving to the DNE channel.
Yes.
Yeah. So the merger will begin in 3 weeks' time, and all of the Dynamic Racing Series Blue Championship will continue, but run under the Dynamic Knights Esports banner. So, exciting times ahead.
I sound like a cock here, but have I won a championship yet?
100.
No, you're only 100 points ahead.
Yeah, 100 and something. I'm not sure what it is.
You're not as good as World Boy.
What's a win worth? 42.
42,
42, yeah.
With fastest lap, so 43. Oh. Quick maths, boys.
Almost won it. Well,
Come on,
Schmidt and
Toddy, use
Dougie,
those year 10 maths.
Quick maths.
You can do it, mate.
I can't. I'm giving up.
Schmidt and
Flip.
Dougie weren't racing, so your next guy was Banana Cake Pie, who was on 208 points. You were 200 points of Banana ahead of him, but yeah, so you basically won.
So 8 rounds left, so
Hey, 8
Long-
rounds left.
8 rounds left, yeah. It's continuing on the Dynamic Esports.
Oh, it is.
What I
That's
think.
right. That's right.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yes.
So we haven't
Little
finished
stuff.
You
it.
still got your work cut out for you.
Thought it was stopping after Belgium. I remember.
I think that's it for Blue Championship. Next we'll see on the Dynamic Knights Esports is I think Yellow tomorrow night. I think. And then
yellow.
And then
Wednesday.
Diamond Thursday. So
Oh yeah.
that's it. Thanks everyone for watching, and